The belt is being proudly displayed by Australia's #1 referee, Graham Fozzie Young. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get underway. Are you ready? People of Eagleby, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. It is for the PWA International Championship. This match will be one fall to a finish with a 60-minute time limit. First off, making his way towards ringside, he comes from Metropolis in the United States of America. He weighs in at 240 pounds. He is your hero. He is my hero. He is Mark Williamson's hero. He is Graham Fuzzy Young's hero. And he is Troy Destroy's hero. He is Chris Hero. From Metropolis to Eagleby, not only in distance, also in state of mind. But tonight, Chris Hero has his work cut out for him, because his opponent, about to be making his way towards ringside from the Gold Coast, he weighs in at 90 kilograms. Give it up for the Neo Samurai, Mason Child.
This match is for all the marbles here for this call. This match is for the PWA International title. There was 16, there is now 2.
Neither man is a stranger to the goal. Both of them have held titles in respect. Mason Childs, former IBW champion, former MIW champion. Chris Hero, he's got a list the size of your arm of titles he's held in Ring of Honor, in CZW, in Germany, in Japan. These guys have had gold all over the world, and tonight they face off in the center of the ring for the PWA International title. It's all on the line tonight.
Let's go, Heroes!
Underway here in your main event of the evening. Mason Charles extending a hand of good sportsmanship accepted by Chris Hero.
Hero telling Mason he hopes he knows what he's getting into.
Mason Charles was sweating in those Astro boy Childs facing off and Chris Hero, great drop toe hold, floats over. Just to show he is a technical genius. Chris Hero.
That's just like kind of showing Mason Childs that he owns him. That's his way. He's marking his territory, and he's saying my territory is this ring.
Interlocking finger grip, a test of strength between both gladiators. Hero flips Mason Childs over into that Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
So look at the size advantage. Hero has a size advantage. Mason might be quicker. Hero, an exceptional athlete. I'm sure in any sport he would play. And the hands are still interlocked. Each of these great competitors trying to get an advantage. Tittering on the edge of it all, the edge of what's important, the PWA International title. And the crowd so behind the coast of the Gold Coast. Mason Childs off goal.
Mason Childs mocking Chris Hero with that hero strut.
Just a straight hero, tricking with the arm.
Twisting wristlock into a hero strut from the man from Metropolis, USA. Tight side headlock applied by Mason Childs. Childs grinding away with that side headlock. Chris Hero works his way out into a front face lock.
The front face lock isn't latched on. Mason Childs trying to fire up. That does a reversal into a hammerlock there. Mason Childs holding the hammerlock, stitching it in, making sure nice and tight. In the arm of Hero, using Hero, some of Hero's own tactics against him.
Look at Hero, somersault down into a twisting wrist lock. The agility of Chris Hero for such a big man, 240 pounds, 6'5", is astounding.
And look at him just tying Mason Childs up there. He's got the head locked, he's got the arm pulled up right behind him, he's got him down on one knee there. He's just tying him up like a human pretzel out there in the middle of the ring. But look at that. Mason Childs between the legs, goes behind, takes him down, double leg, goes around, wrenches around, and then drops down with that reverse front face lock there, grinding Chris Hero's face into the mat with all of that pressure from the arm and upper body of Mason Childs.
Chris Hero, good job to take some leverage up.
He's a master of leverage and balance. It's Chris Hero, international superstar, Chris Hero.
Our international wild card, Chris Hero, certainly living up to his reputation. Already made it through to the finals here and his first appearance in PWA, and he's in there against Mason Childs.
And you've got to remember that Chris Hero made a save. He rescued Drop. Look at schoolboy cradle. Only a one count as referee Graham Fozzie Young as Chris Hero has that double wing lock. He's forcing the shoulder down for only a 2 count. Chris Hero maintaining his balance, his leverage, and all that crucifix, arm and leg crucifix. But Hero goes up on top. Look at the balance of Chris Hero. I was going to say Hero actually saved Mason Childs from an onslaught by those two Kiwis, Deluxio and Knox, earlier in the night because he wants to face Mason Childs man on man at his very best.
Well, I always said that when it came down to the final, I picked it would be Mason Childs and Chris Hero out here. I said without doubt these were the two men that had it to go the distance. When I suggested to you that we bring Chris Hero out here, and you were saying, Salvatore Palomo, he's the man, he's the guy we should bring out for the tournament, I said no, Chris Hero, Mason Childs, and this is exactly what we're getting. And I don't want to be one to say I told you so, but I so told you so.
You are a fair dinkum motor mouth, Mr. J.
Thank you.
Chris Hero, look at him stretching around, wrenching around on the arms now.
Hero.
Say, Charles.
With that double windlock applied on Mason Childs. Now he's formed into a double leg Nelson as well. But a bridge puts the shoulders of Hero down for a 2 count. Hero maintaining a double unlock with double leg Nelson. Rolls him over. Riding his opponent is Chris Hero. Mason Childs grabs the bottom rope for an automatic break.
Again, smartly grabs the bottom rope to break the hold. Hero is breaking the hold as Childs getting back to his feet. Hero telling him to get up.
Mason Childs facing off against Chris Hero. Both men lock up collar and elbow. Twisting wrist lock applied by Mason Childs, the toast of the Gold Coast. He's got that wrist up back, the Hero into a forward roll. No, Mason Childs maintains that tight, twisted wrist lock.
Beautiful stuff from the post of the Gold Coast, but Chris Hero using those educated feet, kicking his way right out of it. Mason Childs releasing the hold.
Well, it's a little known fact that Chris Hero's feet have in fact probably had more schooling than most of the people here tonight from Eagleby, and they were showing it right out there just there by taking down Mason Childs.
Both men eyeing each other off.
Top wrist lock applied by Mason Childs.
Reaching in with the top wrist lock there. Hero about to go for the hair. Pull the hair. Hero reversed it. Pulls it down. Right by the leg.
Modified version of the single leg Boston crab applied with authority by Chris Hero.
Did you see the force? He brought that leg up and he could have quite easily popped the knee straight off the back just by putting that maneuver on. Picking Mason up and look at him now, dropping straight back down into it.
Hangman strut applied by Chris Hero, but Mason finds the bottom rope. Again forcing an automatic break by referee Graham Fozzie Young.
This is not Mason Childs' first time to the dance. He knows where he is in the ring at all time. He is a ring general. He knows his way out, in and out of the ring. He knows when he's close to a rope. He knows when he's close to a turnbuckle, and he knows how to get out of any move you can put him in.
And Hero reaching there, Mason Childs.
That somersault double toe hold by Chris Hero. Chris Hero working on the leg. Ankle lock applied by Chris Hero.
Give up.
Chris Hero, a master of many holds, wrenching away on that ankle lock. Will Mason Childs, the Neo Samurai, submit here tonight? Anton drop by Chris Hero right across that soon-to-be injured leg of Mason Childs.
And once again, superb technique there from Chris Hero. Superb ability, superb tactics, taking the legs out of Mason Childs. Mason Childs, known for his speed, known for some aerial assault, known for his kicks. Chris Hero taking up those legs is a key to victory here tonight.
Chris Hero, an absolute technical master. He's a ring general. He's got that double toe hold applied.
And he was just leaning back with all of that 240 pounds resting straight on that knee of Mason Childs. And I can tell you right now, that knee is hurting. Mason Childs, I'll be surprised if he can put any weight on that left knee. You can see him in the ring favouring it at the moment, struggling to even roll over and get back to his feet.
Mason Childs on one knee, his leg is absolutely shot. Said once that knee's injured, there's really nothing else you can do.
Mason Childs trying to get a bit of movement back into that injured leg. Test of strength here by both men. Hero unleashes a wicked chop. Both men exchanging chops. Into a pitted predicament by Mason Childs, but he can't hold down the American superstar.
I see Hero there, Hero trying to get to the ropes before Mason Childs could get a hold of him. Smart, he gets to the ropes, Mason Childs has to break the hold. Mason Childs once again going for the arm.
Twisting wrist lock applied by Mason Childs.
Mason Childs also, again, these guys pulling in all the tactics. Mason Childs working on the arm of Chris Hero just to make sure Chris Hero can't cinch in any of those moves. That's where Chris Hero going for the leg on Mason Childs. Both going, working on the appendages of their respective strengths.
Chris Hero reverses the twisting. Drops Mason Childs with a wicked chop in center ring.
There were people in the audience calling for chops earlier. I guess they're certainly seeing them now as Chris Hero is chopping the absolute bejesus out of Mason Childs right now. And you can quote me on that.
Front changery applied by Chris Hero. Chris Hero forcing Mason Childs down to one knee with that front chancery. Hero forcing the shoulders to the mat. Mason Childs has the wherewithal to raise that right shoulder before the 3 count.
Mason Childs once again gets hold of Chris Hero's arm. Going back for the tactics there, putting in a corner of an armbar there. Brilliant stuff from Mason Childs.
Figure 4 armbar working over them, takes them over with it, drops them straight down with that arm drag and hangs on to the armbar. Hero rolls backwards, tries to roll out, back up to his feet, comes over, drags Mason Childs over, Mason holds on, snaps back once again into that armbar, still working on that shoulder and elbow of Chris Hero.
And remember, if Chris Hero has an injured arm, he will not be able to apply one of his bread and butter maneuvers, the hangman's clutch. He won't be able to apply those in a box. So that is great tactics by the Neo Samurai, Mason Childs.
The wrist on there, pulling the joint, but Chris Hero trying to reverse. Oh, what a way to reverse it, just hit him right in the head.
Great forearm jolt by Chris Hero. Stomp, series of stomps by Chris Hero.
Picks Mason Childs up, goes again for the kicks to the back of the head there. Oh, what a stomp.
Hero just stepping on the throat of Mason Childs.
If it was anyone other than Mason Childs out there, I'd almost feel sorry for him right now. Because at the moment, it is very much going the way of Chris Hero. And Chris Hero is definitely taking some liberties out there with the carcass of Mason Childs.
But once again, Mason Childs going for the arm.
And locking in that dragon necklock.
He didn't get it in, he didn't manage to get it locked. Hero came out of it and came back and dropped it straight over, right on the head and neck. And I'm surprised Mason Childs managed to kick out of that. When he came out here for this match, he was favouring his neck after the attack from Deluxio and Del Knox. After taking the knocks out, he was favouring the neck. He is definitely favouring it once again after that.
I said it, I think you have to kill Mason Chance to keep his shoulders down. I think you have to kill Chris Hero to keep his shoulders down. These men have all gone through hellacious matches in the last 2 nights, and they're not going to stop at this stage. Beautiful chops there by Chris Hero. Eagleby Meats, you've got yourself a new butcher.
This is the 4th match. In 2 nights. But remember, Chris Hero has just come from Germany, where he's competed in tournaments. He is a master of tournaments. Chris Hero, boot to the face.
Chris Hero, a master of tournaments, a master of the psychology, saving his best for last. Saving his strength, saving his energy, saving his style and stamina for the final match. He knew he was going to make it to the tournament. He knew he had the strength. He knew he had the intestinal fortitude to come out here tonight. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the ease as he just falls back, dropping all of that 240 pounds and just taking all of the life, that last breath out of Mason Childs.
And Mason Childs showing how his feet does not feel positive on the toast of the post.
Almost a flying wheel with the hair applied by Chris Hero. Mason Childs is really popping a bit of a flogging at the moment. The international superstar from Metropolis, USA. Lands away on the back of Mason Childs. In for that folding body press. Applying the hangman's clutch. He's Chris Hero. Mason Childs fighting his way to try and get his butt to the bottom strap. On ring rope to force that on the man's brain. Let's go, Mason!
We saw Chris Hero fight out of the Dragon Necklock earlier. Now we've seen Mason fight out of the hangman's clutch. Both of these men have certainly been watching their tape. They've certainly been doing their homework. Both of these men are out there now. Oh! Look at that boot to the side of the head of Mason Childs. That'll have him seeing stars for sure.
Chris Hero just hot shot. Mason and 2 and only a 2 count. Says referee Graham. Aussie Young. Chris Hero. Handful of air. Drags Mason Childs up. Throws him through the ropes to the wooden floor here at the Eagleby Community Centre.
Kick right to the face there by Hero. Mason. Mason's down on the wooden floor.
And that was Chris Hero coming for about 6 feet in the air. All of his weight was in that right foot, and that right foot was firmly wedged straight into the jaw of Mason. And now he's chopping him into the crowd. Mason Childs stumbles back towards the ring. Chris Hero picking him up, dropping him down straight onto that table, chest and face first. Full impact straight onto that tabletop in front of our front row fans, and you can bet any money these people are going to be glad they got ringside seats, seeing the action this close up in PWA Queensland style.
Mason returns. Repeatedly slays the head of Hero into the ringside table. Rolls Hero back with a big right to the sky. And Hero stomped to the midsection. Double foot stomp by Chris Hero.
A running double-footed stomp right to the midsection of Mason Childs. Mason is still down. Hero is trying to get the fans behind him. They give us a much coaxing. Oh my God. Mason Childs down on the floor after that enormous running boot from Chris Hero.
Chris Hero's on a smart kick, knocking out Mason Childs ringside. Letting Grant cause a young to the standing 10 count, hoping Mason will get counted out.
And if he gets counted out, the new PWA International Champion will be none other than Chris Hero.
Well, I said earlier, Chris Hero was certainly my pick to go all the way, and it looks like that's exactly what we're seeing now. As Chris Hero is fire, Chris Hero is domination, Chris Hero is going out there with Mason, but Mason is still fighting back.
Both men exchanging big blows in the centre ring, but Hero prevails. Down goes Mason Childs. Chris Hero positioning here in the corner for a huge forearm jump and a chop. And a big boot right to the face of Mason Childs. Chris Hero applies a front face lock. Cinching in for what could be a suplex that would escape into it, the fourth court arm breaker by Mason Childs. Come on!
Mason Childs once again goes for that arm. Chris Hero.
Series of Irish whips by Mason Childs. Hero with a huge forearm jump. Mason staggering, he's dazed and confused. Chris Hero taking over. Wicked chop.
And you can see the pain etched in Chris Hero's face, just even using that arm. It's taken so much damage.
But there's more pain etched on the face of Mason Childs. You'd have to agree, he's back down at ringside on the hard wooden floorboards of Dingleby. Hero off the ropes. Oh, what agility!
Peeled him over straight onto that table. We've got Coyote coming out to ringside now, cheering on Mason.
Henry Young at Ryan at ringside. Fabian Slater has made his way to ringside.
The locker room's just about empty here of all of these guys coming out to cheer these guys on.
Fujiwara armbar applied. But Hero runs through. Lando, Myra, Harold here at ringside. Showing their respect and then pointing it out for the PWA International title himself.
Mason's got Hero up on the top. He's setting him over that Millennium Driver. And Hero rolls out. Big kick to the midsection. Mason's bent over. Kick to the side of the head. Hero runs through.
Count only. Making his way to ringside.
Gotta watch that title rock out here.
For Chris Hero. Cinching in for a big Yukon backbreaker. And driver. 1 and 2 and just 2.
Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy! Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy! Come on, Mason!
Coyote trying to rally the crowd behind Mason Childs and Chris Hero. He's set up over the shoulder.
Mason's fighting it. He comes back. Rolls through. Drops
by none other than Mason Child. Mason Child sinking in the dragon network. The dragon network makes the move. Let's go Mason Child here in the final of the PWA International Title Tournament. And Hero cleverly grabs that bottom row.
Chris Hero all fire, as is Mason Child. Pump handle slam goes over the top. Hero goes behind, goes for the German, takes them over, full impact. Mason back to his feet, connects a boot for his trouble, and is down flat on the mat. Hero climbs to the heavens.
Chris Hero coach on the very top turnbuckle.
Mason barely kicked out after that double stomp.
Elbow, body press.
Mason kicks.
Hammer's touch applied by Chris Hero.
Mason kicks out. Hero uses his own propulsion against him. Rolls through straight into the hangman's clutch. Pulls back full force. Mason Child. Is he going to attack? Still got a lot of distance to cover. So he makes it on the road.
What a gutsy fighting effort by Mason Childs.
Come on, Mason! Come on, Mason!
Mason is down.
Get up,
Chris Hero
Mason!
getting back to his feet. Obviously fatigued. Obviously hurt himself. Mason Child struggling to his feet as well.
Come on, Mason!
Stinging chops exchange in center ring by both these gladiators.
Stinging doesn't do those chops justice. Those are nipple removing chops.
Big punch right to the face by Chris Hero. A reply. A headbutt by Chris Hero.
The equal kiss right to the forehead of Mason Child.
Come on, Mason! Come on, Mason! Harden the stuff up!
Chris Hero standing tall in center ring. Drags Mason Childs up. Pounds away to the back of Mason Childs. Chris Hero just stopping away at his young opponent. Both men exchanging big blows and chops.
That's it!
Mason barely manages to get his shoulder up, but he did get his shoulder up.
Come on, Mason!
Chris Hero up to the very top rope boots. Nobody hurt. Mason Child. Ladies and gentlemen,
heroes and home for wayward villains is a comic book shop and gaming store that also features Magic the Gathering and D&D. Located at 18184 Leesville Road in Evington, Virginia, Secondhand Heroes is your one-stop shop for you to get your nerd on. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. They don't close until the dice stop rolling. They buy, sell, trade, barter, and haggle, specializing in collectible toys, both vintage and modern, comics, Magic the Gathering, video games, console, and arcade cabinets to play, all set to free play. Host your game night with us, Monday night D&D video game competitions, and so much more. Something for the collector and gamer in us all. Call 434-317-0121 or shoot us an email with any questions to secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. Note, secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. That's 2ND, handheroesva@gmail.com. Come game with us.
It's AIWF. Wanna see the best wrestling? Where to connect? The squared circle, the place you have to earn your respect. So get right with the program or you'll get left. AIWF across the US and all over the globe. We are live and direct. So tune and see who wins and lose stuff for the Lord. This match just got you over one.
Firstly, I just want to say thank you for everyone coming out here tonight. It means the world to all of us here at PWA, and the more you keep coming back, the more we'll keep putting you on shows, so please support us. Nextly, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother and all the mothers that are here tonight. And if your mom's not here, be nice to her tomorrow. But most of all, I want to thank all the guys in this tournament. It's not about one man, it's about 16. So if we can have everyone who's in the tournament in the ring now, we'll get a group photo. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you.
The two-night tournament for the PWA International title. You're seeing all 16 men that have been here putting their bodies on the line for the last 2 nights. Ladies and gentlemen, they're asking for Ryan and Chris Hero. They're asking for Chris Hero to come back into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, rise of the Warriors!
As nice as it is to hear you people thanking me, you are the ones that we should be thanking. I'm dead serious. Without wrestling fans, there is no wrestling. Am I right?
And this is PWA Queensland's first show, and I think it was a damn good weekend. You people are lucky that all these men here can put aside their differences and come together to put on an excellent tournament that you just saw. Long live wrestling in Australia. Thank you.
That's all very cute, boys. But you and you are wrong. This tournament is not about 16 men. It's about one. And it ain't you, bitch. Now back it the fuck up. Shut up. Now you listen, Mason Childs. You may have beat whoever. You did not beat me. Very original, bitch. Now I got cheated out of a belt in Canberra. I got cheated out of a belt in Sydney. I got cheated out of a belt in Queensland. What I'm saying is that without me, there is no PWA. No one in this country has wrestled for every PWA. No one has wrestled in Adelaide, Melbourne, Canberra, Sydney, and Brisbane. Only me. I am professional wrestling in this country. Now fuck you. And fuck you.
Especially Mason Childs in there. Chris Hero is trying to pull them apart. I think Crosby was just going for the title, man.
All the wrestlers trying to keep Mason Childs and Ryan Eagles off each other.
Ryan Eagles feels that he's been hard done by PWA, and he makes a pretty good argument as well.
Get backstage! Get backstage! Get backstage, you piece of shit!
PWA President Mark Williamson ordering Ryan Eagles backstage.
Next month, Eagles, you pussy piece of shit, you want a match? Pal, you've got a match! PWA International title on the line! Mason Childs first defense, and pal, you better win that title, you whiny little bitch! Because it'll probably be the last shot you'll ever get! June 9, Helensvale Community Centre, June 9, visit PWAQueensland.com for more information. Great first title match. Ladies and gents, that's it for the night. I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Thank you very much for coming. I hope I will see you next time in PWA Queensland.